Welcome back to Sir Boats Yacht, the place where tradition, craftsmanship, and maritime passion come together. Today we dive deep into one of the most iconic and beloved Dutch classic sailing vessels ever created, the Wieringer Aak. This beautiful flat-bottom yacht is more than just a boat. It's a living piece of maritime heritage, a reminder of how sailors once battled the shallow waters of the Zuiderzee with nothing but skill, strength, and wooden craftsmanship. In this video we explore what makes the Wieringer Aak so special, from its unique design and build style to its interior features, sailing performance, and the reasons why it remains a sought-after classic among enthusiasts. Whether you love traditional boats, are considering buying one, or simply enjoy the artistry behind these timeless vessels, this full breakdown will give you everything you need to know. The story of the Wieringer Aak is rooted in the fishing communities of the former island of Wieringen in the Netherlands. Built for practicality, strength, and stability, the Aak type emerged as a workhorse of the coastal waters. Its flat bottom and wide hull allowed fishermen to navigate the shallow tidal zones of the North Sea and the Zuiderzee without fear of grounding. Its shape made beaching easy, hauling nets quick, and loading fish efficient. Over time, the Wieringer Aak evolved from a purely functional workboat into a beloved classic yacht. What once served as a fisherman's livelihood now appeals to modern sailors who crave authenticity and a connection to maritime tradition. With its powerful presence and charming silhouette, the Wieringer Aak has secured its place as one of the most admired Dutch sailing yachts of all time. One of the most distinctive features of the Wieringer Aak is its hull design. The bow is robust and rounded, giving the vessel a proud, muscular look on the water. This front curve is not only beautiful but also functional. It slices through waves with a surprising softness for a flat-bottomed boat. The hull flares outward toward the beam, creating tremendous stability even in rougher waters. Along the sides, the lee boards act as the ark's answer to a keel. These large wooden boards pivot down when sailing to control sideways drift and provide balance while keeping the boat shallow drafted. From the front, the Aak looks like a floating piece of polished craftsmanship. From the side, it showcases its wide stance, generous hull volume, and distinctive curvature. The combination of oak, pine, and traditional shipbuilding motifs makes the Wieringer Aak recognizable from miles away. The Wieringer Aak also features a traditional Gaff-rigged sail plan. The Gaff mainsail offers a broad surface area and a low center of effort, perfect for steady, reliable propulsion. It is usually paired with a smaller jib forward, which helps the boat turn responsively and handle challenging wind angles. While this rig appears old-fashioned compared to modern triangular sails, it offers remarkable power and charm. There is something captivating about seeing tanbark sails billowing against a blue sky as the vessel glides along the water. Rigging details such as wooden blocks, hand-tied lines, and brass fittings enhance the classic aesthetic. For many owners, maintaining and handling a Gaff rig is not a chore but an essential part of the experience. It keeps the sailing honest and rooted in tradition. Moving inside, the interior of a Wieringer Aak varies depending on how faithfully its owner wishes to preserve the traditional look. Most Aaks, however, follow the same structural philosophy. The interior is warm, cozy, and built with extensive use of varnished wood. Since the original boats were fishing vessels, the interiors of modern yacht conversions are comfortable adaptations rather than historically accurate replicas. They are designed to offer charm without sacrificing practicality. You step into a cabin lined with curved wooden planking that follows the natural shape of the hull. A modest but inviting layout typically includes a small seating area with built-in benches and a foldable table, often crafted from matching hardwood. The walls and ceiling reveal oak beams and polished surfaces that make the space feel like a floating cabin in the best sense. Soft lighting from brass lamps or portholes adds a warm glow throughout. The sleeping area is usually located forward, tucked neatly into the bow. Here the curvature of the hull creates a snug, cocoon-like space ideal for resting after a day on the water. With simple bedding, nautical fabrics, and handcrafted cabinetry, the sleeping quarter embraces the charm of traditional boat life. Some Wieringer Aaks include small shelves for books, lanterns, or essentials, and the woodwork in this area often showcases the builder's craftsmanship in its purest form. Even though the space is compact, it offers comfort and a surprising sense of peace. A compact galley is typically positioned near the cabin entrance. Although small, this kitchen area is cleverly designed with sliding wooden doors, minimal storage compartments, and secure fittings for all equipment. A 2-burner stove, a small sink, and just enough counter space for preparing simple meals make the galley more than functional for weekend trips or day sailing. Traditional details like brass hinges, enamel mugs, rope accents, and wooden spice racks add character. Everything is built tightly and efficiently, ensuring nothing shifts or rattles while under sail. Some acts also include a tiny bathroom or head. Though very compact, it often features a marine toilet, small sink, and a porthole for ventilation. Rather than feeling clinical, the head blends smoothly with the rest of the interior, using the same wood tones and brass details to maintain the traditional ambience. The entire living space reflects the same principle the exterior does. Simple, sturdy, and handcrafted with purpose. When it comes to performance, the Wieringer Aak surprises many sailors. At first glance, the wide hull and flat bottom might suggest sluggish behavior or limited capability in open water. But this couldn't be further from the truth. A properly handled Wieringer Aak is powerful, steady, and impressively seaworthy. Its leeboards provide directional stability, giving the vessel strong upwind performance relative to other traditional flat-bottom boats. Its weight contributes to smooth, predictable motion even in choppy conditions. The broad sail area of the Gaff rig gives the Aak strong propulsion in moderate winds, and the helm remains surprisingly responsive. While it won't match the speed of a modern racing yacht, that is not the goal. The Wieringer Aak delivers a different kind of satisfaction, one rooted in mastery and connection to classic seamanship. In shallow waters the Aak truly shines. Its minimal draft allows it to navigate channels, sandbanks, and tidal flats where deeper boats simply cannot go. This is a massive advantage for cruising the Dutch lakes, Wadden Sea, and narrow coastal routes. You can anchor in places inaccessible to other yachts, giving you a sense of freedom that few boats offer. And because the hull can rest safely on the seabed when the tide recedes, the Aak is perfect for traditional Dutch tidal cruising. The unique selling points of the Wieringer Aak go far beyond its performance. One of the biggest draws is the combination of visual artistry and historical authenticity. Owning or sailing a Wieringer Aak is like stepping into a living museum. Every line, plank, and fitting tells a story. These boats carry heritage, culture, and craftsmanship. Modern yachts may be sleek and fast, but they rarely spark the emotional response that a traditional wooden vessel evokes. The Wieringer Aak is also built to last. With proper care, the wooden construction becomes stronger and more stable over time. The durability and integrity of these classic yachts are remarkable, and owners often form lifelong bonds with their vessels. Another unique selling point is the community surrounding traditional Dutch boats. Enthusiasts gather for regattas, festivals, restoration workshops, and classic boat events. Owning a Wieringer Aak connects you instantly with this warm and passionate culture. People admire these vessels wherever they go. Whether you are tied up at a harbor or sailing along a quiet coastline, the Aak draws attention with its rich detailing and unmistakable silhouette. Finally, the Wieringer Aak offers a kind of sailing experience that modern boats cannot replicate. It demands involvement. You feel the wind in the canvas, the pressure on the leeboard, the strength of the timber beneath your feet. You develop a relationship with the vessel, understanding how it responds to trim adjustments, how it handles gusts, and where its comfort zones lie. It is a boat for sailors who want an emotional connection, not just transportation. So in closing, the Wieringer Aak is more than a boat. It is tradition, craftsmanship, maritime history, and pride bound together in one elegant hull. For anyone who loves classic design or wants a sailing experience that feels alive and connected to the past, the Aak remains an extraordinary choice. Thank you for watching Sir Boats Yacht. If you enjoyed this deep dive into maritime heritage, make sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more traditional boat reviews and sailing insights.